It's been a long time coming since the evolution of top speed in SUVs. SUVs has been getting faster and faster. They've broken the 50 miles an hour barrier, the 100 miles an hour barrier, the 150 miles an hour barrier, and now heading to the 200 miles an hour barrier. And believe it or not, SUVs are getting ridiculously fast, like some reaching from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, and it's been getting crazy and crazy. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I've put up the list of the top 10 fastest production SUVs in the world right now that you can actually buy. And I know that you might be wondering, there are SUVs that has gone over 200 miles an hour. Yes, there are SUVs like that, and there are some that has even gone over 300 miles an hour barrier. But they are project SUVs, not production SUVs. So this list contains production SUVs that you can buy, not project SUVs. So take note. And with that said, I am Meno and this is my YouTube channel. And in this video, we'll talk cars and all things cars. So if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Watch the video to the end, and if you like it, give the video a thumbs up. And with that said, thank you for tuning in. And let's get the video started. Now, coming in at number 10, we have the Jaguar F-Pace SVR. And I don't think Jaguar is getting a lot of credit for the awesome cars that they make. But regardless, they've managed to put one of the SUV in the top 10 fastest SUV list, which is the F-Pace FVR. It is powered by a 5-liter supercharged V8 engine that makes 542 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, sent to all 4 wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission, and all these can take this SUV from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.7 seconds with a maximum top speed of 178 miles an hour or 286 kilometers an hour. And as for the price, it starts at $81,000. Coming in at number 9, we have the Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat, and this is where things start getting a little bit crazy. Like, this is a 7-seater SUV that can sit up to 7 people and can go from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, like faster than the previous car that I mentioned that can only seat 5 people. And it's crazy. It's powered by a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 engine that makes 710 horsepower and 645 pound-feet of torque, making it the 3rd most powerful SUV on this list. It sends that power to all 4 wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it can take this car from 0 to 60, like I mentioned earlier, in 3.5 seconds with a maximum top speed of 180 miles an hour or 289.6 kilometers an hour with a starting price of $100,000. And it's not the only SUV occupying the number 9 spot. We have the Jeep Trackhawk and the Range Rover Sport SV. Coming in at number 8 spot, we have the Porsche Cayenne Turbo E Hybrid, which is the hybrid version of the Porsche Cayenne, and it is powered by a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, and it's assisted by one electric motor which is powered by a 20.6 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and altogether it makes 729 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque, and all that power is sent to all 4 wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission, and all that can take this SUV from 0 to 60 in around 3 seconds, making it the quickest SUV on this list. Like, yes, it should be the quickest. Yes, it's the quickest. And it has a maximum top speed of 183 miles an hour or 294 kilometers an hour. And it has a starting price of $158,000. Coming in at number 7, we have the Maserati Levante Trofeo. So the Trofeo Levante is powered by a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that makes 580 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque. It is driven by an 8-speed automatic transmission, and in case you don't hear this anymore, all the SUV on this list is driven by an 8-speed automatic transmission except for one. So take note in case I don't mention it anymore, because all of them 8-speed automatic transmission. So it can do 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds with a maximum top speed of 187 miles an hour or approximately 301 kilometers an hour. And it has a starting price of $167,000. Coming in at number 6, we have the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. Yes, the top of the top, the main G, the highest Cayenne, in my opinion at least. And it is powered by a twin-turbo V8 engine, a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that makes 650 horsepower and 626 pound-feet of torque or 850 Newton meters of torque, and in a perfect condition with a very good driver, this can do 0 to 60 in about 3.1 seconds, or even as quick as the hybrid version, and it's really fast. It has a maximum top speed of 189 miles an hour or 304 kilometers an hour, and it has a starting price of $197,000. Coming in at number 5, we have two cars which are actually the same car with the same internals but of different make, and one is ridiculously priced and the other one is like appropriately priced, and they are namely the Lamborghini Urus and the Audi RS Q8. They are both powered by the same engine, which is a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. In the Audi, it makes 591 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. In the Urus, it makes 641 horsepower and 626 pound-feet of torque. They both have the same gearbox, 8-speed automatic transmission, and they can do 0 to 60 in about the same time, 3.2 seconds, 3.3 seconds. And as for the top speed, although in the Audi RSQ it's limited to 255 kilometers an hour, but if you opt for the dynamic package, it's going to increase the top speed to match the top speed of the Lamborghini Urus, which is 189.5 miles an hour or 305 kilometers an hour. And as for the price that I was talking about earlier, the Lamborghini Urus has a starting price of $200,000, and the Audi RSQ8 has a starting price of $115,000. And in my head, that does not make a lot of sense, but it can all be justified by the badge. And Audi, Lamborghini, which one would you go for? Lamborghini, right? That's why it costs more. On the number 4 spot, we also have two cars, but on this occasion, they are completely different, unlike the previous two. And they are namely the Bentley Bentayga Speed and the Lamborghini Urus Performante. Starting with the Bentley Bentayga Speed, it is powered by a 6-liter twin-turbo W12 engine, which is exceptional. It makes 626 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque, and it comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending all that power to all 4 wheels, which allows this SUV to go from 0 to 60 in around 3.8 seconds to a maximum top speed of 119 miles an hour or 306 kilometers an hour, with a starting price of $264,000. On the other hand, we have the Lamborghini Urus Performante, which is nothing serious. It is powered by the same engine found in the standard Urus, which is a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, but it's tuned out to make a little bit more power in the Performante. 657 horsepower and the same torque, 626 pound-feet of torque or 850 Newton meters of torque. It has the same gearbox, 8-speed automatic transmission, all-wheel drive, which allows it to go from 0 to 60 a little bit quicker than the standard Urus. It goes from 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds to a maximum top speed of 190 miles an hour or 306 kilometers an hour, and it has a starting price of $245,000. On the number 3 spot, we have the Ferrari Purosangue, which Ferrari does not refer to as an SUV but FUV. But we all know it's an SUV, right? It is powered by a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine that makes 715 horsepower and 528 pound-feet of torque. It is driven by all 4 wheels via an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, and it allows it to go from 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds, making it one of the quickest cars on this list. And it has a maximum top speed of 310 kilometers an hour or 192.6 miles an hour, not 193, mind you. And it has a starting price of $398,000, making it the most expensive SUV on this list. I mean FUV. Coming in at number 2, we have my personal best out of all these SUVs from 1 to 10. This is my number 1 pick. I love the Urus, but this is my number 1. The Aston Martin DBX 707. The starting price of $240,000, which means it's kind of within the range, but I don't have that money. It is powered by a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine supplied by Mercedes-Benz AMG division, and it makes 697 horsepower and 663 pound-feet of torque. It drives all 4 wheels via a 9-speed automatic transmission supplied by Mercedes-Benz. and it allows it to go from 0 to 60 in around 3.1 seconds, which makes it one of the quickest SUV on this list. And it has a maximum top speed of 193 miles an hour or 311 kilometers an hour, making it the fastest SUV that you can buy right now in the market. Like right now, the fastest out of all the cars on this list. This is the fastest you can buy right now. Before we disclose the number one, guys, if you're enjoying the video so far, please do well to subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it so far. And with that said, let's get to the number one. Coming in at number one, we'll have the Lamborghini Urus SE, which is going to be a hybrid version of the Lamborghini Urus. It's said to have the same engine, but with electric power in the mix, and altogether is going to make 789 horsepower, making it the most powerful SUV on this list. And it should do 0 to 60 in around 3.1 seconds, which is not a big difference over the standard Urus, but the difference is in the top speed. It is said to have a maximum top speed of 194 miles an hour or 312 kilometers an hour, making it the fastest SUV, the fastest production SUV in the world when it drops late 2024 this year. But till the Urus SE drops, the fastest SUV you can buy right now remains the Aston Martin DBX 707. And if you're wondering, what about the Tesla Model X? Those things can do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds with 1000 horsepower. Yes, they can do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds with 1000 horsepower, but they don't have the top speed to compete with these guys. Like, if they all were to race, like, the Tesla would take off, like, to take off pretty easily and faster than these cars. But in the long run, in the top speed realm, they are all going to blow past the Tesla Model X at top speed when it hits the limiter at 150 something miles an hour. And you can't compete with these guys anymore. And that's where these guys shine so much. The electric cars, they have the instant torque, which the gasoline cars don't have. But in the long run, we have the overdrive to cancel out those performance loss that we lost, those distances that we lost at the beginning. And that's how we shine, bro. That's where we shine. And that's why all the cars on this list are just gasoline cars. And also, in hypercar like list, there's going to be gas-powered cars that are going to be at the top. And with that said, guys, we've come to the end of the video. If there's any SUV you think I missed out in the list, let me know in the comment section down below. And if there's any video you want me to cover on the channel, let me know in the comment section down below. And with that said, thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it to your friends and family so they all get to watch the video and enjoy the way you did. If you also think they're going to like it. And with that said, thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace out and stay safe.